They can't hear me
You're
doing
a
that,
fucking
right?
child.
During the intro. Fudge.
You know what? This the only thing you can't ruin for me is farts.
Good to know.
Oh, that's not a fart.
Oh, wow. I was like, I'm not ready for that.
I tried to dodge my water bottle so I didn't knock it over like a clumsy idiot.
Just went straight to the most dramatic music we have on the board.
Yep.
What's going on, everybody? I am Headache on Two Wheels, and this is Live on Two Wheels, your weekly motorcycle live show. I can't do it with the glasses. I'm trying to not blind myself. This is Live on Two Wheels, Season 2, Episode 22. And today, it's that time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Pass to Upgrade number 4. We have selected a community member, and we asked you guys on a community post, let us know what bike you're thinking, or no, not let us know what bike you're going next. Yeah, we're going to pick that for you.
The whole point.
We're going to pick that for you. Yeah. We've selected someone. It's
and you have to go buy it.
Yes, you have to go buy the 3 bikes, man. Ducati's really going to be needing to send me a check with all the multi-stratas.
Yeah, that's it. Just pick the 3.
Right. So, guys, if you haven't seen a Path to Upgrade before, basically what we do is we put a community post out. We ask you guys to tell us all of your motorcycle history, like what bikes you started on or if you've started, and just give us as much information as you possibly can. And then me and Bo get to pick your next 3 upgrades that we foresee you going to. So we've got a friend of the channel, Go Home Raj. We've selected him. We've got all his info in. So today's show, we're gonna battle it out and try to defend of why we think these are his next 3 bikes. We each have picked 3, 6 total. Bo doesn't know what I've picked. I don't know what Bo's picked, so it should be a fun day. And that's what we have to look forward to.
It sounds. I've been really suspicious of you looking over at my screen.
I had my answers already done before you even started.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. It's like.
I can promise you, I have no idea what you've picked.
Okay.
So that's what we're gonna get into. But we got the front part of the show. We're gonna get into some stuff, do our normal thing. I'm just gonna take a deep breath, man. It's been a long day. Okay. I'm collected now.
It's been a dumb day.
It has been. It's been such a dumb day. I have not been a fan of today. No live chat tonight? Wait, what's going on with the live chat? Can we confirm that there's a live chat?
Yeah, it goes.
Okay, weird. Okay, so guys, first segment we got to get to is this is a live stream. A lot of you guys are watching right now, both on the Live on Two Wheels and the Chase on Two Wheels channel. But if you're not here live and you want to watch it after the fact, these episodes are available over on the Live on Two Wheels YouTube channel. There's a link in the description. You can go check them out. You guys, please go over there and watch it there. We're trying to build the Live on Two Wheels YouTube channel to live on its own. So we'd love you a long time if you did that. If watching us live is not your thing, we totally get it. It's also available in audio form as well on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, stuff like that. Now, what we love, or I'm not going to drag Bo into this. What I love is when you guys put reviews on Apple Podcasts, because we can actually have reviews over there. I love dramatically reading them. And we have one this week. And Bo,
hold on.
I'm going to get it pulled up.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get the sound ready.
Let me get my throat ready.
I things get moved around, so we might end up hitting the wrong music, which is going to be hilarious.
Yeah, okay, well, just deal with it with this for a second.
Right, are you ready to bring? For me to bring it up.
I'm ready. Okay. I am ready. Voice is ready. From Captain Stahl. Title: A Hidden Gem. 5 stars, of course. It is a hidden gem. All right. Found this hidden gem of a podcast while looking for a first bike after having my license for 6 years. Stumbled upon the first rides and quickly became a fan. Learned of the podcast, and it's a great breath of fresh air to listen to interesting content from people who are genuinely excited to be talking about it. Ended up with a 2021 MT07 and this, and that's where it ends. I don't know why Apple Podcasts cuts them off. But for the love of God, any of you guys that write Apple Podcast reviews, please type enough for it to get cut off.
Yeah, always do that.
Don't ever make it short. Is that the thunder?
It's the thunder. The thunder. It's something.
No.
Thunder.
We're stopping. Why does it always thunder and lightning on Live on Two Wheels Day? At Live on Two Wheels time.
I don't know.
I feel like it rains 80% of the time that we are live.
It has been a week of, hey, it's going to rain, and it never rained. And the one day I brought the Tiger up here to do some stuff to it.
Hey, man, we both rode. It's okay.
You got a 20-minute ride home.
Also, shout out to Captain Stahl. Thank you for the review. You guys go review us on Apple Podcasts. Okay, so next up, let's talk about Discord servers. If you didn't know, we have one. If you're a motorcycle fan, you should check it out. There's a link in the description. And the last 5 minutes of the show, guys, we might not make it through the show. Let's set this out. If we just go dark, y'all know the power went out. Yeah. Okay? The power went out. The internet went out. Oh, my God. Turn the light on while you can. Jesus. You're just gonna be there. Okay, cool, whatever. The last 5 minutes of the show. Thank you for turning your light back on, you asshole.
You can only see my eyes, by the way.
That's terrifying. Last 5 minutes of the show, we have a specific page on the Discord server that we like you guys just dropping memes and stuff like that. It's like a fun way to end the show. I can bring Discord up and show you guys what it'll look like. So, you on my screen, Bo?
Yeah, I am.
All right, guys, so here on our Discord, you can go over to the left, scroll down, you'll see Live on Two Wheels. If you click on that, you're here on the Live on Two Wheels page, and boom, Threads, Season 2, Episode 22. Click into there. You guys just got it. Oh, no, it's a spoiler. But yeah, you guys, you can post anything in there. It's just something for us to look at and laugh at the last 5 minutes of the show. By all means, go over and do that. Speaking of Discord, we got a Moto Photo, which is a page on our Discord. We got a shout out of the week to oh my good God. Uber Schnitzel 625 with.
Move it over to the left a little bit because you're cutting off a little bit more.
A little bit more? Okay.
There you go.
Look at that. KTM Super Duke 1290.
She good.
Such a gorgeous bike. Dude, the SC Project exhaust on that. Look how low profile that is.
If I know anything about an SC Project,
it's stupid loud.
My condolences to your neighbors.
Yeah, we have an SC Project on my MT10, and my God, it is disgustingly loud.
Yeah.
So yeah, RIP your ears.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys go check out Moto Photo. It's my favorite page on our Discord because you guys know I like photos and stuff. Alrighty, boys. It is time for our producer Ghost's Ghost Tip of the Week. Wait, where is it? Oh my goodness. Wait, Ghost, where is your Ghost Tip of the Week? Do I not? Oh, Tip of the Week. I see.
Yeah, that section that says Tip of the Week. That's it.
Straight to the gut. Okay. All right, guys. Ghost Tip of the Week. Sponsored by Ghost on Two Wheels over on Instagram, where you can actually see these photos. All right. Here we go. It's I fucking can't. It's best to poop just before midnight so you don't carry the same crap into the next day.
This one I approve of. Poops and farts are
I was about to
funny.
say, this one is straight to Bo, for sure.
Yeah.
He's our poop master.
By the way, Gonzalo, I am recording.
No.
It's in our show notes
Thank you.
now.
It's in our... We had to add show notes for Bo to record. All right, so that was good. Good job, Ghost. We like that one. You even got a Bo approved on a Ghost Tip of the Week. That might be the first time that's ever
40
happened.
years old, poops and farts are still funny as hell to me.
Still a child.
Yes.
All right, guys.
He's like, now I know how to get to him.
Yeah, he's like, I've won. All right, guys. Next up is our Quick Shifter segment, which we have Quick Shifter segment because I talk too much. So what we have Ghost do is grab news from the moto industry. That way we can keep us all up to date. And if there's any really interesting stuff, we'll make a whole show about it. So this is basically a segment so that we can keep up with the news and Chase doesn't talk a lot. Let's call a spade a spod. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play the Quick Shifter segment. Oh no, the audio's not playing. Oh, I didn't change it. I'll change it. Okay, I changed it. Don't you? Okay, here we go. Quick Shifter.
Are you ready?
Sorry. Yes, I am ready now.
Okay.
Oh, I'll fix it. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure for a second. All right, first up, stuntman Gunter, not going to try for that last name, rode his customized Vespa on railroad tracks for over 10 minutes for a new world record.
That guy looks...
Because...
that guy looks...
Why not?
Like a fucking cartoon. That is amazing.
Oh, he's riding on the tracks.
Yeah.
Not like he's on the tracks.
He's got rail wheels.
Yeah.
That haircut can go fuck itself.
May it be clear, Ghost could do it better on a Ruckus. Shout out to the fund we're running for to get Ghost.
Yeah, I
Ruckus.
don't like any part of what I just saw.
TRK 502X helps Benelli become the best-selling moto brand in Italy in 2022. What? Selling 4,436 units in the first 6 months of 2022. I've never heard of any of this.
Yeah, I've heard of the Benelli. But
What kind of wish.com freaking multistrada am I looking at?
it's like a GS, a Multistrada, and a V-Strom had a baby,
It's like you...
and then they dropped that baby off somewhere.
I'm not even going to touch that one. Ducati releases more specs and photos of their electric superbike, the Moto E. This thing's actually kind of cool. It's all the chargers in the tail? What? I mean, I guess that kind of works. That's crazy looking. Very Panigale vibes, obviously.
I mean, yeah,
like, why would you not? Bro.
Hey, those are the same controls we put on the Panigale.
Yeah, that people gave a shit about.
Yeah.
Sweet. I don't know why the charger's in the tail. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. The rider's not going to be sitting on it the whole time it charges, right? So they're just going to swap out bikes for a fully charged one.
That's true. A spy shot of the Tracer 9 GT on a test run in Germany suggests the bike may be getting adaptive cruise control for the next model year. Oh.
I don't see it. Where is it? Okay.
I mean, okay, here's the thing. Not to go fully multistrada, but the Multistrada Pikes Peak had adaptive cruise control, and our new car has adaptive cruise control. And if you can just give in to electronics, this shit's kind of cool.
Yeah, driving your car back from the airport was a breeze.
The Tracer 9 GT on an iron butt with adaptive cruise. Oh my god.
Hey, go.
All right, sorry. Harley Davidson steps into its first rally event in Spain with the Pan America with experienced rally competitor Juan Pedrero. Huh. Look at Harley. Harley's not stopping the onslaught of like, we're going to get our name out.
Pan Am's a good bike.
Speaking of Pan Am, good bike.
Just wait.
ADV Fest.
Wait until after this timed thing.
Got ADV Fest.
I know.
This looks exciting. That Pan Am looks dope.
Yeah.
I really like the black. Oh God, do we have a long outro? Yep. And we are going to make you guys watch the entire outro. Absolutely. This is why we have Live on Two Wheels, because we don't want to feel pressured by time.
Yeah.
So this is the entire point. This is the antithesis of Live on Two Wheels. You can't rush us.
What?
Uh-oh.
Are we getting end credits?
You know who watches a video this far? Oh, shit. Oh, God, everything I just said. People that... Oh! It didn't matter. Oh, Ghost.
You gem of a human being.
Good on you, Ghost. That... I look... so... Quick Shifter is now to me like a Marvel movie. I will watch through the credits so that I know what happens. That's so great. Good job, Ghost. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That is the Quick Shifter segment. That's the Ghost Tip of the Week. Now, we got housekeeping.
Housekeeping?
Just a little bit of... Was it the sudden and an abrupt stop that got you? Okay.
I have never gotten so close to spitting liquid all over my desk.
That's good.
My brain was not ready at all for you to go housekeeping. All right, guys, housekeeping segment is just basically us talking about what's been going on around the shop to keep you guys updated because, you know, you guys get the inside track.
We are fucking busy. We are like
we're so close to being done with being crazy busy because I
Yeah.
feel like for the last 3 months we've told them it's like, oh my god, we're so busy.
So like a little spy shot behind your left shoulder.
Oh what? Oh what?
Yeah. That is the last bike that we have to finish. We are rocket shipping.
We
through.
are only working on. We have one bike left.
Yeah.
It
has been nonstop Wreck Bike Rebuild behind the scenes, while also doing everything else, while also having Trey go out to an event for CF, while also getting prepped to go to ADV Fest. That'll be next week.
Yeah. It's been a lot.
Yeah,
it's been so a lot. I think we're ETA like 3 weeks out from being normal, and I'm excited.
Normal is a relative term because it's gonna be a shit show still.
I don't think so. I'm excited about it. We have a really cool first ride coming out tomorrow. I finally, I don't want to tell you guys too much. It's of a BMW, and I'm excited for you guys to see it. Note for that one, it will come out late. Had some camera issues happen that we had to work through today, but we're going to get figured out.
That's what you get for putting me in charge of the camera.
Yeah, it is what it is. But yes, do not miss, if you're into the naked bikes, especially the hyper nakeds, do not miss tomorrow's episode. It might change your mind on what your next bike needs to be. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. What else happened? We got your Cardo review came out today. We got our review of the Cardo Pack Talk Edge. You guys know Cardo. We talk about them all the time. Our favorite Bluetooth communicator. Their new Edge unit. Bro, you need to watch the video. If you guys didn't know, I don't know if we've talked about this, but Bo is going to be taking over our gear review side of the channel.
Yeah, this one was a little bit of a weird one.
Getting our feet wet, type situation.
But we got some stuff that we're doing on the back end that'll actually kind of elevate the gear knowledge side of things. So I'm working through that, and then we're gonna start reviewing a lot more gear. For sure. I don't know if anybody else gives a shit, but like I tend to care about things like what the material of this is and how it's made and what each thing means, and like I care about those kind of things like construction materials.
Basically, like you care about intricacies, and I don't care. I'm like, does it work good?
You care if it works. I care why it works.
Exactly. So like, it doesn't really make sense for me to do a review because I'm just like, hey, it good. I like. You know what I mean? Whereas you're like, oh, the polyurethane on the blah, blah, blah. I don't even know the words to mimic what you would say.
That's fine. So you just picked the most. You're like,
I don't even know what polyurethane is. I'm going to be honest.
You did the Hollywood thing where you just like random words that sound like tech.
Right.
He's hacking in the mainframe.
Yeah. So that's kind of where we're going with our gear reviews. We want to start doing a couple of those every month. So we're working into it. And Josh Hill, did I miss the 600 on WBR? I feel like the 1,000 and 300 are strong in my mind, but I cannot remember the 600. So Josh,
there's a reason for that.
Don't worry. So basically, to give you guys updated with that, because since we're talking about the whole housekeeping thing, for you guys that weren't here 2.5 fucking years ago, when we started season 5 of Wreck Bike Rebuild, we had a CBR 1000, 600, and a 300. We had different plans for every single one of them. We were going to do a Street Fighter for the 1000, a tracker for the 300, and a race bike for the 600. So we tried to do all three at the same time. Pandemic happened. Shit hit the fan. Like, it hit the fan, but then like there was holes in the ceiling and in the walls and shit. And we're like, what's happening? So basically what we ended up doing was we paused everything other than the 1000, and we just focused on the 1000, but we had all the other bikes like in middle progress. So we were getting confused. You guys watching were getting confused. So what we did is we paused 2 of the builds. We had to for everybody's sake. Yeah. We focused on the 1000. Had some major hiccups with the 1000, and we're gonna do a video about this, talking about this, because I'm sure there's a lot of people with that same sentiment. Yeah. Knocked out the 1000. It's done as of a month ago. We focused on the 300, and the videos are still coming out. We've got them queued up. 300 is now done because we've told you guys we've been super we film probably 4 episodes of WBRG a week. Like right now, plus all of our other stuff.
The 600 was the was the lightest amount of work needed. Custom work. Yeah. So it was super easy to go. Yeah, that's going to be the rocket ship at the end.
Yeah.
So we wanted to get the tough ones out of the way. The most problematic one was the 1000. The 300 was like
semi-problematic, but not
semi-problematic. But there was a lot of stuff that we had to do to get it prepped and stuff.
Right, everything went pretty smooth on the 300, but there was a lot of custom stuff. The 600, like, it's a CBR 600. We don't want to mess with it a lot because it's already a phenomenal platform.
Yeah.
So that was the mentality. I think ETA for us finishing this bike is 2 or 3 weeks. And we will be totally done, and then we can start this promo period. We can start taking our really cool photos of all 3 bikes together. We can start doing our first rides and
finally give the winner of the first one his bike.
Exactly. Like there's
God bless that kid.
Yeah, that's what happens when you choose a chase.
It's so those 2 are still up for grabs.
Yeah. So you can officially, if you guys are interested, you can officially win the 300 and the 600 at wbrgarage.com. Become a member over there, and you get actual like double the points as people used to get on Patreon. So it's a really cool opportunity right now.
There it is. That's the rain.
You guys hear that? Do we have a boat? Do we have a boat that we can get in at any point? Did you know it was going to be this bad?
No.
Oh my goodness.
It says it's gonna.
How do we do a podcast with this audio?
It says there's breaking news. Hold on. Is it like?
Okay, pause. Bo's got to check the breaking news before we have a.
That's something horrible, and it's
wait, what does it say?
The first thing it showed up is man struck by lightning, killed while loading van with tools in North Georgia, and I'm like, well, that's.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not what I wanted to see. I wanted to look at the rain, and I was like, oh, okay.
Oh my god.
It says it's going to be pretty shitty for a minute, and then it will go away.
Okay, we're just going to try to work through this.
Yeah,
stream, we are so sorry about the audio, but, Mother Nature is a really mad woman right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want you to look at
Can we all just take a nap?
Yeah.
This is gonna be us.
Let's just turn up the rain sound, turn down the lights.
Look, this is gonna be me and you leaving the shop today.
What's this?
This is what Ghost just posted. Your Tiger has enough ground clearance that you can probably make it through a good puddle, but like my MT10's gonna have a rough time.
Yeah, I ain't fucking riding that thing home an hour and a half in this through Atlanta.
This episode just became ASMR on 2 wheels. Let's all just sit calmly and listen to the AC and the wind or the rain. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay. So at any rate, there's a lot of crap that's going on that we're trying to get so that after we get back from ADV Fest, which is also a thing that we're doing.
It is. Yep.
That is going to be next week. We're going to be getting up at the. We're getting up before the ass crack.
You can't even put. We're going to be on a plane at the ass crack of dawn.
Yeah.
So we've got to wake up the night before.
So we are flying out at 6 a.m. on Thursday.
Oh my god! I can't even listen to that right now.
Thursday, right?
Yes, I think.
So we'll get there before lunch on Thursday.
God.
So we're going to be out in Black Hills, South Dakota for Get On ADV Fest, which apparently there are still tickets available and you guys are interested.
We should have links in the description for you guys to check that out.
Loads of OEMs, awesome routes. I've checked out a couple.
We finally get to ride the Pan Am. Shout out to Harley for hooking us up with those.
Yeah.
And we get to do a test ride on a Touareg 660, which after listening to it last week,
yeah, I'm pretty excited. So after that, hopefully all of this shit will be at the end.
You guys have no idea how excited I am to be like, all right, guys, housekeeping. Yeah, it's been a regular week. We just put 3 videos out, and that's all. Like, I'm so fucking stoked to say that.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. All right. So that's everything.
Yep.
We got through it. All righty. So, path to upgrade. So let's go over to our bike map and let me show you guys through Go Home Raj, which if you guys are here on the channel a lot, you've definitely seen Go Home Raj. He's been a long time fan of the show. I remember his name from just before we even did Live on Two Wheels. So shout out to Raj. All right, so I'm going to bring up his question, or his answer to our community post. Now, I will note that to keep this fair, what Ghost did was he redacted Go Home Raj's current dream bike. This way it keeps it fair. We don't want to cheat. We want to also see how close we get to nailing it on the head for what he's looking for. So, oh, look at that. Of course, Go Home Raj in the chat.
What's up, bud?
Shout out. All right, Raj, don't worry. We got you today. I'm pretty excited about this because what you have mirrors the path that I have currently taken. So, granted, I didn't give you mine of what my next 3 bikes want to be, but it was interesting to do this for me for somebody that's been down a similar path. Okay, so anyway, here's Go Home Raj's thing. I've been riding for 3.5 years now. I started on a 07 Ninja 250R. I wasn't an everyday rider then, but I sometimes commuted 1.5 hours to work. Ugh. I know. After Bo knows all about that. After doing that for 2 years, I briefly went onto a 2003 CBR 600RR. I only did that for about 3 months, and I decided I hated the sport/super sport bike life. At the time, my dream bike was a KTM Super Duke R. After doing some research on naked bikes, I landed on the 2021 MT10 because it is literally the best bike to price ratio ever. I've been riding that daily for the past 1.5 years. I sold my car, and this is my only transportation I have now. I am in nursing school at the moment, so my upgrade would be a little down the road or down the line as a graduation present to myself. FYI, right now my dream bike, redacted. Okay, so some of the highlighted points. Been riding for 3.5 years. Started on an older 250, which is great. Does a commute 1.5 hours to work sometimes. He's been riding for a while. He's on an MT10. This is the interesting part about this.
Yeah.
If you're on a 2021 MT10 and you've been on an MT10 for a year and a half, and that's why we got the title of the show, where do you go from an MT10? So I think this is
value
super
for dollar.
interesting.
That MT10 is.
This is not a better value because you don't get that. And guys, Ghost put together this awesome image of Raj's kind of lineup. The classic Honda CBR 600, which is really cool, or classic for me. I remember growing up looking at these things like, bro, that is the pinnacle of motorcycles. This has a lot of nostalgia for me. The 2007 Kawasaki Ninja 250R, super cool old bike. And then obviously 2021 Yamaha MT10. You don't get better bike for price right now, personally, than an MT10, which is, I currently own a 2019, just in case you guys didn't know. I know most of you guys know, though. All right. So, Bo, you want to start us off and explain what your number 1 pick is and why?
Yeah, go ahead and expand it for everybody.
All right, we're going to go for Bo's number 1 pick. And Raj, you'll have to give us a play-by-play of how we're looking.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I went straight out the gate.
Okay.
It's
why? So Bo picked a 2022 Yamaha MT09 SP.
It is everything that the MT10 is, but with a better technology package. Like in my eyes, it's more of a beast down low and less of a pure raw speed up top. Okay. As the MT10 is.
Okay.
I mean, like, value for money, it's okay.
I think the MT09 SP is a phenomenal value for dollar.
But the technology package and the comfort level of this bike means that you put this thing in like whatever mode you want, depending on your mood. You can tour on these things pretty easily with a couple of accessories. You know, put the comfort seat on it, the side bags.
It's also going to be relatively like familiar. To where he's at right now.
That's why I started with this one.
Okay.
You're in the same family. It's more of a side grade. Yeah, Skip Shift said the answer to all future bikes is MT09. You're welcome.
Skip Shift nailed it on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can totally see that. That's honestly a good option. We've talked about this on the show before. Like, The MT09 SP, I would legitimately see myself upgrading that. Obviously, you know, as we talked about a few episodes ago, I'm kind of leaning towards the XSR 900 now.
Yeah.
But the XSR 900 is pretty close to the MT09 SP.
Yeah.
Cruise control, IMU, which is a huge deal.
It's the difference between like more. So I saw the thing where he's like, it's the idea that the super sport thing is not really a vibe.
Right.
So I can say I went through that same thing. And then when I got on bikes like this,
right,
I was like, oh, okay. Then it's not the sport and super sport. It's really about the aggressiveness of that seating position.
Yeah.
So like the XSR, I thought about putting that on there, and I was like, no, because that's a very aggressive.
It leans a little more sport. Yeah. And
this one is super comfortable, and you know how I am.
You still like this still gives you that option where if you have one, you know, if you have a day where you're like, you know what, I'm feeling like riding a little hard today, you can totally do that on this bike. So you still have the option. You just don't have to deal with the super forward lane.
It's a Swiss Army of motorcycle.
Interesting.
Yep, that's my pick one.
And honestly, he could upgrade to that, and it would cost no extra money either.
Yeah.
It would almost be like, especially
it's a
these
side
days.
grade.
I mean, with all the electronics, I would call it an upgrade. But, all right. Raj, hopefully the MT9 SP was good for you.
So show us the first of 3 cards that are all multi-strata.
Oh, bro, what if they were? What if I did multi-strata?
I would not put it past. It's just multi-strata, multi-strata, multi-strata.
I can't say anything. Okay. My first pick, I really considered... I'll show you the pick, and then we'll talk about why I picked it. Okay. Pick one for me. I'm going 2022 KTM 1290 Super Duke... Or Super Adventure S. Super Adventure S. The streeted Adventure S. So here's my thought process. His next upgrade, technically, from what he said...
Damn, Raj, he starts you off at $20,000. I'm trying to save trying to save your wallet, man. You getting out of your school? Like, come on, man.
Here's why I went to here, and I do know that the price is stonking.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's already told us that he used to have a dream bike of a Super Duke, right? Yeah. So I feel like a lot of riders, me included, we have this kind of like exclusive brand that we kind of look for. We all know mine's Ducati, right? Yeah. And we always like aspire to be like, one day I'll have that. So somebody saying to me that their dream bike used to be a Super Duke means they got that orange running through them.
Yeah.
Now, when he said he wanted to upgrade, he said it wasn't going to be until he graduates from nursing school, in which case he's going to give himself a graduation present.
He's commuting 40 minutes to school. It's only... to work, it's only 10 minutes.
Okay, well, okay, no. We're gonna continue.
No
We're gonna continue
for any of his commutes.
Okay, look, I can't base my. I can't. I didn't
no,
base
you already
my
picked
things.
it.
No, I'm fine with it. I'm just saying this is new information. I didn't have this information, but okay, I knew he was interested in KTM's.
Yeah.
This is a graduation present. This is a big fucking deal. So if you're gonna splurge for yourself for a graduation present, you're probably going to splurge for something that it's a higher value or higher cost that you wouldn't typically go for. So that's the only reason that I came out the gate with a fucking sledgehammer, because if I'm graduating nursing school, I'm like, good for fucking you, Chase. You're going to get whatever the hell you want.
You must have had some grants or something for your college.
Okay, I'm going to assume that go home, Raj. Here it is. That's what it was. I'm assuming he has grants. But here's the thing, though. The Super Adventure, though, if he wants to continue this lifestyle of only having a motorcycle and no car, then the Super Adventure S, huge bike, you can get panniers, you can get a back case, you can get all of that usability if he's going to live with
a back case.
a tail case, whatever. What is it called?
Top case.
Top case. Okay.
Just carry the square on your back. Yeah, there you go.
Like that food delivery book bag we used to have?
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is a bike that I could totally see somebody that doesn't have a car. You could handle everything other than like moving furniture or something.
So just don't move out of your parents' place when you get out of school.
Yeah, all of your money can go straight to this motorcycle.
Literally a down payment to a house in this market. So
yeah, so that's kind of why I went so hard out. Yeah, yes, it's big, it's a lot, but I tried to take everything into consideration.
No, that's fine. That's fine. It makes sense.
I went a little hard. It's okay.
You did. You went a little extra.
We're not giving Raj this, unfortunately, whichever one we picked.
You have to buy it.
In that case, the Grom is a phenomenal choice. Or the CF Moto Papio. Okay, Bo, are you ready to defend your pick number 2?
You're going to love this. Go for it.
It's a multistrada. Perfect. It's a multistrada! Yes! Yay! This is great. I love this.
This was me turning up the dial a little bit.
Oh
right?
my God. Okay, so you're looking at a multistrada V4.
Super upright, kind of adventure style.
Okay.
Still like more than capable.
You've now reached my first pick's MSRP.
Yeah, exactly. I eased him into it. You don't just
so in
raw
this
dog
position,
20 grand into the situation.
So you upgraded him to the MT09 SP, and now after a period of time, you're now upgrading him from that to the multi V4.
The idea was that in this second upgrade, you can see the transformation from MT10 to like MT09. You're going like, we're trying a little bit of different style of riding. It's more of a upright kind of hooligan style. But now you're going like, okay, I like the seating position. I want to be a little more comfortable.
Okay.
I'm leaning into I don't really like the sport bike style.
Okay.
And going for
just whatever the opposite direction.
Yeah,
of sport
and going
bike,
like, okay, so this is like super comfortable, super capable, short trips, long trips, whatever you throw at it. Go to the mountains. It's great in the city.
And now with the multi V4, you suddenly have side bag availability.
Yep. And all the technology and everything. Yeah.
Interesting. So you think he's not going to touch KTM's then?
I mean, so far,
interesting.
These are my choices.
Okay. I mean, obviously, I love this choice, if I'm going to be honest.
I figured you would. I almost didn't pick it just because I knew how much you would like it.
You're like, the multi V4 would be a good choice.
It would be a good choice
I don't want
in this
Chase
situation, but I didn't want to give you that. So
I love that your choices are based on how I'm going to react to your choices. It doesn't matter, Raj, at all.
Yeah, no, it matters, but it made me second guess my choice.
I'm sorry if I influenced the decisions too much, Raj. All right. Is it bad that I totally forgot my pick number 2?
Yes.
Okay, hopefully not. What did I pick? All right, so guys, my pick number 2.
Surprise!
My pick number 2 is Ducati Street Fighter V4S.
You went the exact opposite way. Jesus Christ. Fuck, he's trying to kill you, Rod. I'm over here trying to make your life an adventure. He's over here trying to fucking kill you.
Okay, now look, I have reasons for this, and I want you guys to know. While I was coming up with my choices, and Ghost can confirm this, Raj, I wrote out an entire story for you.
Oh wow,
Ghost, can I get a confirmation on that?
This is true.
Yeah, I wrote out what you would be thinking each time. I'm literally putting myself in your head to try to figure this out. Okay, so I realize we took a big jump from the Super Adventure 1290 to the Ducati Street Fighter V4S. Yeah. Now, I have reasons for this. One, I think that you're going to get the KTM. You're going to finally get to live the orange lifestyle, right? Hopefully you're not there long enough to make all your gear orange, because I think that you're going to ride the KTM for a while, and you're going to appreciate the capability of that Super Adventure. I think it's going to be really fun for a period of time. And I know you said you don't like the super sport life, like the bent over the bike doing highway runs. But I feel like after the Super Adventure, you're going to have a little bit of a want for more soul and more passion out of your motorcycle.
I don't miss it at all. I don't even miss my fucking cruiser. That thing hasn't started up since I got that. It has a layer of dust and pollen. There's a footprint on it. I don't know where it came from.
Who stood on your body?
I don't care.
Okay, so
I think there's yellow jackets living in it.
That's terrifying. Okay, so you're going to be on this KTM. It's going to be great for a while, and you're going to have a lot of usability out of it because you're going to have the side bags and stuff. I do think at some point you're going to be like, I want something that has the ability to scare me, but you're on the KTM, and I think you're going to want something a little more refined, but you're already on a KTM, so you're already in this like Euro mindset. You're already going to want something.
Like you use something more refined. It's not like you went from a fucking RC. You got him on a street adventure.
Look,
you're just trying to justify the Street Fighter.
Look, listen. It's
I
fine.
know. He's Josh. Are you trying to sell it to Bo?
I'm trying to sell it to you guys. Okay, so yeah, you want something more refined. You're already in this kind of like, exclusive brand already.
Yeah.
And if we're going to be honest, when I've ridden a KTM, there are great things about a KTM, but I feel like KTMs lack refinement a lot of the time. They're very broody with how they ride.
What is the price on this thing? Is it another $20,000 bike?
Yes, it's a $500 increase.
You're
from the
like
Super Adventure.
1/4 of a house into your bikes, Rod.
Listen, Raj is into motorcycles, okay? So he doesn't want a Super Sport. We know this. But who's to say he doesn't want Super Sport capabilities? And when it comes to a naked bike, it's comfortable, and the Street Fighter is the apex predator of the hyper nakeds, right? It is the fastest, it is the best, and it looks phenomenal. Now, this is
Chase is burning through my nursing income.
okay. So I will have to say there's an asterisk with the Street Fighter. I have made an assumption that to go to the Street Fighter, he is going to have to sell he's going to have to sell the Super Adventure, but I think at this point he's going to have at least like a beater car.
Well, here's
to do stuff that he has to do.
That plan is that he's a nurse, so he knows which organs he doesn't need.
I mean, see, that's a point I didn't even think about.
It's in the medical industry, so he's got to know some of it, right?
Right.
Just saying.
So here's the thing. I think he's going to want to dabble back in a little bit more of a sporty feel.
Yeah.
A lighter weight, tinier motorcycle, something that he walks out to every day and he's like, damn, I am on a fucking Ducati Street Fighter V4S. You are not able, trust me, you're not able to ride this bike around and not feel like a fucking superhero. You can't do that. And I think he's going to get the Instagram cred. Riding a V4S around, bro, people look at you when you're riding a V4S around.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to have to beat all those hot chicks off with a bat.
Oh, God.
That doesn't happen in motorcycles.
Such a terrible stereotype.
That does not happen in motorcycles. It's going to be a bunch of dudes going like, oh, shit. You know, like, that's the thing. You think like motorcycles are cool and you pick up chicks, but really when you stop somewhere, there's 14 dudes going to ask you questions about your damn bike.
Yeah, sidebar, that might be the fucking dumbest. Like, being a motorcyclist now and looking back.
I thought the same thing about playing music, but then I chose metal, and then like all the people showing up at our shows were like 6-foot burly dudes beating the crap out of each other.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's just like, it's so dumb.
I should have been John Mayer.
Can we? John Mayer legit, though.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can all just
okay.
say.
Well.
Okay, so before we get to our final picks, I think we should go to an ad. And then when we pick our three, we got our final picks coming up after the ad, so you guys stick around. But now that we have Raj in the chat, it would be interesting to, after we get through our pick threes, to kind of go back and forth with Raj. You know, we can read his response here on the show.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool. We haven't got to do that in a Path to Upgrade episode, so this should be pretty fun. Yeah. So you guys stick around. We're gonna run an ad real quick, and we'll be right back. What's going on, guys? This episode of Live on Two Wheels is brought to you by Revzilla's RPM membership. What that is basically a membership program that only costs $60 a year, not a month, but a year, and you get a ton of rewards from it. It's kind of like Amazon Prime for Revzilla. So if you're buying a lot of motorcycle gear, especially on Revzilla, this could be really interesting for you. Check out all of the things you get for this. So you're going to get free 2-day shipping and returns. You're going to get 10% off exclusive brands. You're going to get 5% cash back, period. Also, for you first-time members, you're going to get $15 in cash back from the moment you get this membership. It's also going to include early access to sales and phone lines and exclusive events. So if you're somebody that buys a ton of gear and could find a lot of value in this RPM thing, by all means, we'll have a link for you down in the description below. Thank you guys for supporting the show by going to that link, and thank you, Revzilla, for sponsoring this episode.
RPM membership also applies to cycle gear and J&P cycles. There, I updated the ad.
We'll see you guys with the rest of the show.
Fun fact.
Fun fact?
The only people that check out my bike now are really old dudes. I get like, I'm breaking those geriatric necks. Every time it's parked somewhere, you'll see a guy walking by like this. He's just like,
And what bike are you currently on, Bo?
old T-Gray 900.
T-Gray 900.
Yeah, Jenny from the Lock. She's sitting right behind me now.
She is. She is here in studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like most of the time the attention you get as motorcyclists is like, hey man, is that fast? What?
The Great Traverse. Revzilla casually sponsoring so that they can keep you number 2.
I mean, hey, their show is not sponsoring Revzilla, itself.
Hey, look, if that's what if that's what it takes to be number 2, I'll gladly do it.
Yeah, I'll take number 2. Yeah, that's totally fine. All right, Bo, are you ready for your ultimate pick?
I mean, are you ready for my ultimate pick?
I don't know, dude. I honestly don't know.
Well, go for it. Let's go.
All right, guys. Bo's pick number 3 is... Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Dreams do come true, baby.
1290 Super Duke GT.
Please tell us why.
Wait.
No.
Yeah.
It's the royal choice.
I mean, obviously, I took what I saw as the dream bike, right?
Okay,
and then
the
I look
Super
at the,
Duke,
I look
yeah.
at the dream bike as the platform.
Okay.
And then I went, okay, only vehicle, so it has to be able to do everything that he wants to do.
Okay. So in your situation, he's upgraded to 3 bikes, still doesn't own a car.
Right.
Okay.
Going for, like, okay, I want to be able to do long trips. I want to be able to do the fun stuff. I want to be able to, like, I like this kind of, like, I like this bike. I just don't like the straight line stuff or, like, the body position. And I get that. Super sport bikes hurt me, and I get that, so I can live in that world as well.
There's a reason I only do first rides on Super
This
Sports
is all
now.
of the I know. This is all the amazingness of the 1290 Super Duke.
Okay.
But in a platform that is a grand touring platform, so a little bit higher pullback on the bars, a little bit more meat up front, more in line with your hips for the foot pegs.
Okay.
But still all the crazy awesomeness of a Super Duke. So dream bike with a little more of an adult spin on it, and of course is the most expensive bike on my list.
Of course.
Right.
I will say, I feel dumb because I forgot that bike existed, which is why I went with the Super Adventure.
That's the first bike. My number 3 pick was the first bike that I picked.
Oh, so you went for the cream of the crop for him.
Because I knew that's where I wanted to end up, and then I was like, well, the first, the top of the list was the first one that I picked. I was like, that's the ultimate.
Yeah.
Right? And then I was like, well, what's the realistic first step in that? And that's when I picked. And then the middle one was the last one I picked.
Interesting. So
that's what I was doing when I was like fishing that god awful wire through the bike.
Yeah.
I was thinking about how I could put it, what I could put in the middle.
I totally forgot that the Super Duke GT existed. That's why I went Super Adventure S.
Yeah.
Oh, well, and I've ridden the Super Adventure S, so like I feel like I can talk about it a little
Super
better.
Adventure is great too.
It's a great bike,
same
but like,
engine, just tuned differently.
If I was going to compare my pick 1 to your pick 3, though,
isn't it the same engine?
yeah, I believe so. I think you have a better pick 3 than I had a better pick 1, or than my pick 1, because like that is essentially the adult version of the Super Duke. Like adult meaning like you can handle
a more realistic.
Yeah, everyday riding. Like the Super Duke's a fucking amazing bike.
Yeah.
But you're gonna run into limitations as far as touring and long distance goes. Whereas this is gonna be the best of both worlds.
So
Might be a little heavier,
I thought about it like this. When I had my FZ, all right, I loved that bike. We had a lot of fun on it. We went on a lot of really cool rides on it.
right.
That didn't happen that often. So every other day is just me lugging this sport bike. And it was a sport bike, not a super sport.
Yeah.
But lugging this sport bike around to go to work or go to the store. And it's just like, it took all the fun out of it.
Yeah.
Whereas like now, I'll take the Tiger fucking anywhere and do anything.
I try to make that
enjoy
clear
it. So I was
when
trying
I,
to like think in that kind of regard.
Right. That I try to make that clear when I do first rides is like it's very easy to look at motorcycles online and you think of like the ideal time you will be riding it. This happens with super sports all the time. I feel like people buy them and in their head, you know, if they're this type of rider, they're thinking of like hauling ass down the highway or being in the mountains and just dragging knee through turns and doing track days. And then you buy a motorcycle, and if you actually ride, you really don't do that very often. If you ride all the time, you're most of the time going to be going to work, going to the grocery store, going home, going to the gym, going to drop something off at UPS. Like, that's what you do a lot. You know what I mean? So I feel like people get stuck in this mindset of like, I'm going to ride it, and it's going to be like sunsets all the time.
I mean, that's the same thing with this. That's why I chose my bike, is because I know that I'm not going to be hitting off-road every single day.
Yeah, you got to have something that can handle 90% of the time.
I could have gone for a bike that was like
T7 with knobbies. Yeah, absolutely.
Or the KTM, like the 890.
Yeah.
Right? But
Adventure R, yeah.
Yeah, but like I know realistically it's going to be in the position, you're going to be in the situation where you're not riding in the thing that you bought the bike for more than you are.
Right.
So it's got, to me, I wanted something that's going to do that thing that you wanted on the other end, right? The once in a while thing that you bought the bike for, but it's also got to be like, okay, because this also, the GT, you can get side cases for it and everything. So it's like,
especially Grand Touring bike, absolutely, you're going to be
done.
able to like.
So
set
like,
it up.
want to take a cool trip? Do it. Want to hit some fucking twisties? Do it. It's going to look good. It's going to be the platform that you liked. It's going to be that part of that dream bike. So that was my upgrade.
Yeah, and this is a mentality that people can not only take from bike to bike, but you can use that to choose what kind of engine platform. You know what I mean? Like there's all types of things you need to take into consideration. Don't only take into consideration the ideal type of riding. Take into everything into consideration, because, and that's not to say that everybody should be on adventure bikes, right? Like it's like, but you should still choose.
Everybody should be on adventure bikes.
Oh no, they should not. Absolutely not.
They're great.
Those things are huge. I say that wanting one.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
And not all of them are huge. You know, adventure bikes come in all different shapes and sizes, Chase.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. Bo, I will say phenomenal pick 3. I think you did a great job picking that.
Nice. Is yours? Let me show me your multi-strider Pikes Peak. I just know it is.
So you're not technically wrong, but you're not technically right. I picked
a multi-strider V4.
The Ducati Multistrada V4S. So the link for some reason says V4, but I chose the V4S. The V4S has the electronic suspension and all that kind of stuff.
I'm pretty sure I did the same thing.
Oh, you picked the S?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Oh, okay, cool.
But the link, it was weird.
Can everybody appreciate the fact that every one of my bikes basically costs the same?
Fuck your future, Raj. Spend all your money on one motorcycle at a time.
So before I describe to you guys for the 20th time why the Multistrada is the best bike ever, during the ad, I was talking to Ghost and Bo, and I was like, damn it, I missed such a hilarious opportunity. My third pick should have been a fucking Ruckus. I should have been like, so at this point, Raj is in so much debt and he can't afford the Street Fighter or his payments on the Super Adventure S that he hasn't made up for.
Yeah.
So he's got to sell everything he owns and buy a Ruckus. I am so sad I missed that opportunity, man. Oh, God, it would have been so good.
Yeah.
Okay, so seriously, though, here's why the Multistrada V4S is the bike that Raj needs.
He's stroking the Ducati dick here in a second, y'all.
I can't help that it's a fucking great bike.
Please tell him why you love the Ducati Multistrada V4. Please tell Raj why he should buy the bike that is your dream bike. Go for it.
No, I did not pick my dream bike. My dream bike is the Pikes Peak Edition. I specifically wrote in my story of Raj that it was specifically not a Pikes Peak, all right? So you can fuck off, because I specifically did not do that.
Fucking Ducati Dave over there.
Okay, here's the thing. He's been on a KTM Super Adventure S.
His future is bleak. His future is
He doesn't have a great savings account. He went to the Street Fighter V4. Okay. He got he got that hit of adrenaline of like, oh shit, this is what it's like to have a hyper capable motorcycle. And in my assumption, like I said, he has decided that, you know what, I'll have just a little shitbox car in case I need to like go get a lot of groceries or something like that. Because he has a Street Fighter, you know, it's like book bag status, and that's what you have to do on that thing. I don't think they make luggage for the Street Fighter, and if they don't, good, they shouldn't. So I think he's going to chill on that for probably a year, maybe 2, get all of that like hard riding out and be like, I want to stay alive. I don't need a motorcycle like this that makes me want to ride that hard. This is one of the reasons that I was happy to get rid of my R6 and go to something else, because I realized it was a motorcycle that...
And what'd you go to?
A Daytona 675R.
Yeah, and then what after that?
An MT10.
Okay. And,
So anyway, so
what's the motor in the Street Fighter?
It's the V4.
Okay. What's the CC on that?
It's a lot.
Okay. Do you know what the power numbers are on that one?
I think it's around 180 horsepower.
And torque?
I think it's about 100, 110.
Cool. So what's the multi-strata V4? Yeah.
Great question. Let's look at the Multistrada V4 and find out all the information about it. Okay, so
I'll bring it up on your screen.
Yeah. I've got the V4S here. Look at that. All right, so versatile maintenance programs.
Just saying words now.
Okay, so I don't know the power numbers off the top of my head. Honestly, couldn't tell you.
It says it right.
170 horsepower.
Yeah.
It's got a beautiful electronics package.
Go to the engine.
170 horsepower. That's all we know.
With peak torque of almost 13 kilograms. Why are they measuring
Somebody
it in
convert
that?
Kilograms. 13 kilograms.
No,
How many?
It's not 13 kilograms.
KGMs. Kajums. Somebody convert kajums to to pound feet. All right. Okay, so back to doing this. Okay, so he's been on the Street Fighter. He's got all of the hard riding out, and he realizes if I keep this bike any longer, I'm gonna start sacrificing my life. Like the odds of me like doing something terrible is getting high.
Well, so the whole point of why I said all of those things is that I think that's a silly bitch move. It's 94 foot-pounds of torque. You're like, you're gonna kill yourself on that bike. Just sit up straighter. That'll solve the problem.
Oh no, it will. Okay, now hear me out. I'm not done.
I'm the one who edited the Pikes Peak video.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I also edited the last two multi-strata videos.
I don't know what you're talking about, Bo.
So all I'm saying is,
look, I'm not saying the Multistrada's not a capable motorcycle, and I'm going to get there, okay? So he has decided that the Street Fighter V4 is too much, but he really enjoys the platform. He likes the sound of the V4. He likes the power dynamics of how it has a lot of grunt, but it still has your high performance if you want to get there. He loves the electronics package that he's got. Ghost really wants to do the dream bike. Now,
is he poking around at it?
He is.
He's shaking.
He can't stand it.
He's going full Michael J. Fox over there.
But here's the thing. He does miss the I don't know what word to use. He misses having the motorcycle that he can do everything on. He has decided that, bro, a car is not what I need in my life. He has sold his shitbox car that he bought, and he realizes all he's got to do is go get groceries like once a week instead of waiting every 2 weeks. So he's like, I want to keep everything I like about the Ducati system, the electronics, the tech, the engine. I want to keep all this, but I need something I can really get back to my core that I can really use a lot. He doesn't go with the Pikes Peak edition, and here's why. One, it's $10,000 more than the already super expensive V4S. Now, it's also like purely sport. And he needs the freaking bags. The Multistrada V4S, You get them Ducati clip-on bags, boom, bro, you done. Okay, so all of that being said, he's going to go to the Multistrada V4S because he gets all the familiarity he had of the Street Fighter, and it is a bigger bike, which means it's going to make you want to ride harder less? Maybe.
Who said in there posture is key?
You're upright, your arms are up higher. I honestly think it will probably make him ride harder less, but it's capable. It's a super capable bike. Also, with the Multistrada V4S, you could get a different set of wheels and tires. You can take that thing off-road. Yeah. So, get some spoke wheels, some knobbies on that thing. You've got unlimited potential, and once you get that motorcycle, you don't got to upgrade for a while because the maintenance intervals are way extended. Ducati's doing a much better job these days. I sound like I'm paid by Ducati.
Yeah, Ducati Dave over there, yeah.
Yeah. I can't help it if it's honestly, if I'm going to be honest about motorcycle brands right now, Yamaha has these things make the most sense. These are honestly, they're the best bikes made right now. They make
a bike that doesn't make sense that they can sell it for the amount that they do.
Yamaha makes arguably everything included and the best bike right now.
And they are bulletproof.
Yes. But Ducati, for me, right now, makes the most wanted motorcycles right now. So I can say both of those things at the same time. Yeah. Yamaha makes the best ones. Exclusive. Ducati makes the most wanted motorcycles right now.
I think for me, the top is Yamaha.
The top what? The best bike?
Yeah, the best bikes.
Okay.
To me, it's Yamaha, BMW, Triumph.
Yamaha, BMW, Triumph. As far as the best
reasons.
Bikes made?
Yes, all for their own reasons.
Wait, are you going to have to take me through that? I get the Yamaha thing, obviously, but why BMW and then why Triumph?
For the same reason that you don't like BMWs, I love them. They are executed at the highest level of precision. They don't feel like a mechanical thing. It is a full electronic experience.
Yep.
And it is...
Oh, so you literally mean the reason I don't like them
it is a nice edge. Yeah, the S1000 RR is one of the scariest, but also most precise motorcycles I've ever ridden.
Which year model did you ride?
2020, I think. 2020?
Fair.
Something like
that. Okay. That's fair. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, I like that. And Triumph is one of those things. Once their production started going higher than their demand, so for a while there, they were pretty much a boutique that wasn't a boutique, a mass-produced boutique style. But now they're
I totally agree with that. Yeah, for
and
sure.
they make motorcycles that are expensive, but when you look at what you get with them, it's that's really good. Yeah,
yeah.
But Yamaha is just it's here, we gave you everything. Also, it's $6,000.
Jamil has a good point. He says, Ducati has my heart, but Yamaha has my wallet. Yeah. That's honestly a really great one-liner.
For me, Yamaha's on the top of the list because it's just the MT09 SP. It's just here is everything you ever wanted.
Yeah.
But also, it's $10,000. And you're
also, we need to be clear, we're not saying that Kawasaki's aren't good, Hondas aren't good, Suzuki's aren't good.
No.
We're saying that all those bikes are great, but Yamaha is ahead of all of those in my personal opinion, and that's
I also have personal experience with Yamahas being dumb proof.
Yeah.
I've
ridden a lot of Yamahas, and you guys have watched. If you guys have been fans of the show for a long time, I've ridden dumb.
Yeah.
And my bikes have been they've been bulletproof. Got me through a lot.
As far as bulletproof, Yamaha and Honda are up there.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Suzuki making the Gixxers. Those are phenomenal motorcycles.
I almost picked the GTX version, the 1000, the new Suzuki. Yeah.
I want to ride that thing really bad.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that thing looks great. No, I'm not a huge fan of the GT version. It looks interesting, but the GSX S1000, thing looks dope.
I saw the GT version. I was like, that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
All right. So enough teasing.
I think it's time. Can we get a dramatic music? We need to reveal.
All right, hold on.
Go Home Raj's dream bike. And I'll open it.
We're going this kind of dramatic, or
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah,
we have taken you through our 3 picks. Bo ending with the 1290 Super Duke GT from KTM. No surprise, ended with the Ducati Multistrada V4S. We have not seen this answer. This is going to be just as much a surprise as to you guys as it is to us.
Let's do it.
May we introduce Go Home Raj's current dream bike in 3, 2, 1. No! I was so close! No! It was the Multistrada Pikes Peak. God dang it! Raj, I wrote you a story of why you don't go to the $30,000 adventure bike.
I'm gonna throw up.
God, my one time, I could have said it.
Now
He is on an MT10. Why did I not trust my heart and just go with the right answer?
I'm gonna puke.
Fuck!
I'm gonna fucking throw up.
Are you serious?
I can't breathe.
Raj! Come on! Son of a bitch, I've got it right here. I have the Pikes Peak on my desk because Ghost sent it to me on my birthday. I had a reminder. I should have looked into the soul of this motorcycle and known a fellow MT10 rider would have no choice but to go here. And I didn't listen to my heart. And this is what happens. May all you guys at home know when you don't listen to your heart.
Pay attention to Ghost. He is shaking like Muhammad Ali over there.
I know what Ghost is going to show me because I saw it earlier, and I should have listened to my damn heart.
I didn't see it. Cheater.
I
knew you fucking cheated.
This is what Ghost showed us earlier when I was picking my things. Hold on. You guys, you need.
Was this? Did you just think he was being funny?
Yes, but I was also
I didn't
like,
see this at all.
I have the same toy. May it be known.
Yeah,
I look at
that's
this
why
every
he
single
used his.
I look at this every single day.
That's fucking hilarious. That is actually fucking hilarious.
Okay, so now.
So what's gonna happen now is every time we do this, there's gonna be a Pikes Peak in there.
just for safety.
Yeah.
Just for safety.
This is my safety Pikes Peak.
Okay, so the question is, Raj,
Oh
I know
my
you're in the
God.
chat. We need to know who got it better along their
Overall.
path. Yeah, overall, what path would you see yourself going down? Because we both have a Multistrada in there.
Yeah.
Granted, neither of us had Pikes Peak, even though one of us really wanted to put Pikes Peak and they didn't. But anyway, which
We both picked the street version of the Pikes
yeah,
Peak.
yeah. So we need to know from Raj.
That's
Interesting.
Fucking hilarious.
You know what? While we're waiting on Raj's response, I think we should look at the Pikes Peak edition so we can let people.
course.
But
Of course.
you guys we need to know what we're talking about.
Put your pants back on.
My pants are on. By the way, if you guys are also interested in the Ducati Multistrada Pikes Peak, there is a phenomenal YouTube video.
I thought you were about to say I've got a secret room on our Discord. It's just for Pikes Peak fanboying.
What if I did?
Yeah.
And it has nothing but Pikes
Yeah,
Peak
it's the
photos
Pikes Peak
in
fan
it.
club.
Oh my god! Who can make that? Who can make the Pikes Peak fan club?
Yeah. Oh my god. You just said that on the internet.
Okay, guys,
Now
here
it's
we
gonna
go.
happen. All right.
The Ducati Multistrada Pikes Peak. If I'm gonna be honest, it's the ultimate bike if you're on asphalt. That's the big caveat with the Pikes Peak. It is the Pikes Peak. You got to be on the road. If you go anything off road, it's out of there because it's only got a 17-inch front wheel. But you would think that such a big motorcycle would be hard to ride. You'd be so wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the word from Raj. Okay, he goes, I would go with Bo's first choice and Chase's second and third choice, but make it the Pikes
then your
Peak,
third
obviously.
your third choice, so it's a tie.
So,
Because it goes with my first choice and your second choice. Your third choice doesn't count because it wasn't the right one.
well, Okay, so yeah. So
We can leave it up to the council.
Okay, so here's what Raj says. He would have gone with Bose first, which was the... I can't move this. Why can I not move this? Okay, whatever. He would have gone to the Bose pick 1, which was, as a reminder, the 2022 Yamaha MT10 SP.
Yeah.
If we're going to be honest, I think you won the number 1 anyway.
Yeah.
That's a phenomenal bike, and it comes in at a decent price.
What was your number 2 pick?
Now, my number 2 pick was the Street Fighter.
He did say that in the chat while you were talking about it. He loved it.
Okay, so
but it's the I think if I remember correctly, he's like, I love the bike, I just don't like the some of the body position or something like that.
Okay.
Doing the other stuff, but like he loves the bike itself.
So, and then obviously my third choice was the Multistrada,
your third choice.
But he would have done the Pikes Peak edition.
Yeah.
So, the perfect line for Raj...
Because, I mean, even if he chooses that, right, your third pick, he also chooses my second pick. Because it's the...
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it's definitely...
tied.
It's a tie between me and Bo.
Yeah.
Since it's so
also,
fucking competitive here.
Fuck our pick 3 and pick 1.
I mean, if we're going to be honest...
I'll take your pick 1.
I kind of like this path, though.
Yeah.
Because if you go to the MT09 SP...
Yeah.
And then you like we were talking about, still wanting that kind of like elusive
going
like
to the Street
brand.
Fighter is
It's a straight up.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going over or anything. But yeah, so MT09 SP goes to the Street Fighter. The Street Fighter, you know, you're done with nakeds, but now you really are down for the Ducati thing.
Yeah.
And then boom, you're at Multistrada. You got the same engine, or it's the Gran Turismo versus the V4, so it's slightly different.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like one engine is going to feel similar to... I mean, I can tell you one engine feels similar to the other. I was like, I've ridden those, so I can literally say that.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was cool.
Not bad.
I think we did a pretty full run of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean...
So I'm interested, Raj, why no KTM?
Huh?
I want to know why no KTM. What happened to go from his old want used to be the Super Duke? So yeah, what happened?
It might have been I have friends to ride their KTMs.
Okay, so this is from Raj in our chat.
Yeah,
Yamaha and Ducati
hilarious.
for life. I have friends to ride their KTM. So he's going to get his KTM fix
Somewhere else.
I mean, so here's the thing.
He's got the KTM side chick.
I don't really. I haven't dug into KTM. I haven't digged. Jesus. I haven't really dug into KTM's like maintenance intervals, but I do know Ducati has been making leaps and bounds to really revolutionize what their intervals are.
I don't know the current ones. I do know the higher compression on an engine, generally speaking, the lower the lifespan of the engine, or the shorter the intervals. Unless there's something else that they have in there, like
right.
Ducatis. We've been working on that. Like the Pan Am has that thing with the hydraulically adjusted
the valve
valves and all that stuff. Like, so they're doing stuff like that to offset. But generally, like I said, I haven't ridden a KTM in a while, but the KTMs have like supremely high compression, so their service intervals are like fucking 2 to 4.
Yeah, KTMs still have that kind of notoriety of like they're going to be expensive to maintain. So, Raj, curious for you in the chat, did the service intervals of either the Yamahas, the Ducatis, and the KTMs, did any of that play any role in changing your mind from the Super Duke to now, you know, obviously being that kind of Ducati Yamaha side? Like, I'm pretty interested in that. He says the crossplane and the V4 engines really sold him on Yamahas and Ducatis, which I totally get that, especially the MT. You know, he's on an MT10. He feels that crossplane every day type situation.
Yeah, crossplane.
Very easy to fall in love with that.
I don't think there's any other, like, to me personally, my style of the thing I like about it. About the engine sounds and stuff like that, there's nothing better than a crossplane. Like in general, like whether it's the Triumphs with the T-planes, whether it's the Yamahas, like there's something about it.
The only problem, speaking from personal experience with the crossplane, is it sounds so good that you can over exhaust it. And I do think my SC Project over exhausts the MT10. I think it's too loud to appreciate.
No, we took the DB out, didn't we?
Yeah, exactly. But so you got to be careful with it. But like which is good and bad. You can overdo it, which is the bad. But the good thing is you don't have to go crazy on the exhaust side.
I like the engine sounds. Like you've heard when you did the first ride. The sound of the Tiger. I like that sound. The whole reason that I got super excited about the Touareg 660.
Both of us. We were both watching that video.
I heard Ian from Big Rock Moto honking on it in the desert, and I'm just like, that thing sounds like sex on 2 wheels, on knobby 2 wheels.
Yeah.
I love that sound.
So we have an update from Go Home Raj, 100% the maintenance, but he's talking about the KTM maintenance intervals, and it's an exclusive brand. It is going to be expensive. Yeah. He says, but Ducati, I don't mind because we all know it's premium. So that's interesting because he's saying even if Ducatis were as small service intervals, he'd have still gone Ducati. I look at Ducati and KTM as far as like exclusivity and premium. It's Ducati, BMW, it's KTM, and it's Triumph.
Yeah. Service is such an important part of a decision of what makes me look at certain vehicles.
Especially if it's something you're going to own and you have to handle that.
If I could have afforded it, the Pan Am would be in the garage. Like that was top of my list. But kitted out, it's like $25,000. I was just like, fuck, man. If I could, I'd do it because the never having to have a valve adjustment, which is usually one of the most expensive.
Yeah, because you have to take off so much shit just to get there.
And so like that was a big thing. Also, I've ridden the Pan Am, so I was like, I know what to expect.
Still have not got to ride the Pan Am.
But
I've ridden the Sportster S a lot, and I love it.
Be in South Dakota on Pan Ams the entire time.
Good.
That'll be our get around vehicle. Shout out to Sweds for hooking it up with Harley.
Super shout out to Sweds.
Yeah. And you'll get all the pleasure.
I'm probably going to. I'm going to be like, okay, I get it on the Pan Am when we get back.
I have a prediction.
Oh. Do your prediction because I want to hit on something that Des Miller said in the chat.
I think it's not. I don't think you're gonna like change your mind on the Sportster. What I am gonna
Sportster S,
right? The Sportster S. I don't think you're gonna. I don't think it's gonna be one of those things where you get back and be like, oh yeah, fuck the Sportster S. This Pan Am is weird. But I think that you're gonna be able to ride that Pan Am and go like, oh okay, I get that this is where that platform was built.
So we need to update the people because me and you said this in the car headed to Judd's the other day.
Yeah.
Bo says that because he's ridden the Pan Am, obviously. He says that the Pan Am feels like the motorcycle that they built
for that platform.
Like they built that engine for.
Yeah.
So he thinks that when I ride that, I'm going to be like, oh, I mean, because like my response was riding the Sportster S. I'm like, man, this engine fits this so well.
Yeah.
I love this. And Bo's saying, because you've ridden the Sportster S, you say that engine feels even
great.
better.
Yeah, it feels great in the Sportster S. But to me, it feels at home in the Pan Am.
And to be clear,
I felt the same way about the CP2 that's in the MT07.
Yes.
When I rode the T7, I was like, oh,
yeah,
this feels right at home right here.
And to be
fair,
not
that the MT07 is not bad.
Right. And I do think the Revolution Max engine is slightly tweaked in the Sportster S versus the Pan Am. Yeah. But generally, also saw a comment from what was it? Des Miller. What about the Cardo giveaway? So we've got some fun news. Yeah. We're pausing giveaways we're pausing giveaways.
We got some great news. We're not doing it anymore.
Sometimes I want to fully commit to a bit like that, but like I don't think about it until after the fact.
Yeah.
So we like every week it's a Cardo thing.
Yeah.
I had the idea the other day. We have a lot of sponsors on the channel. Most of them like are through the First Ride stuff, and we're about to have Quad Lock on as a sponsor. Shout out Quad Lock.
That's why amazing. That's why Jenny was in the shop.
Right. So what we're going to try to work on is collecting all of our sponsors together, and then every week we have basically a sponsor giveaway for you guys, and that way it's fun and new every week, and it's not the exact same thing.
Also, we can kind of give a break to our sponsors.
Bro, we were hitting Cardo
we are hammering
hard.
Yeah.
They were awesome though. They were sending
super
them
cool
out.
about it, and they were sending out like shipping issues and stuff that's going on over their side. They were still doing it, so it's like they acquiesced. They were good sports about it.
They were to their word. They did every time.
So we've got a bunch of sponsors that like we can be like, hey, one's like, oh, want a helmet? Want
Yeah, we're not going to commit anything yet because we got to talk with all the sponsors.
We have so many that we can choose from. So.
Yeah, we're in a good spot, and we want to share our sponsors with you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so any final stuff before we move on about the path to upgrade? I think this was a hilarious one.
Yeah,
this was so good.
That's good.
I enjoyed this one a lot.
All right.
Also,
my condolences to the future for Go Home Raj, who's never going to be able to afford to live on his own.
Yeah, fair. Also, I do want to say
you've spent $60,000+.
Yeah, I did spend a lot. I wanted to say so he says, I think I'll keep the MT10 till it dies. It was my first true love as motorcycle, I assume. And I can feel that, man. I think I tell the guys in the shop this all the time, but when I first got my MT10, I was at a point in my riding career where, like, dare I say, like, motorcycles were just not hitting. Which is, it's kind of strange, I spend every day.
We've talked about that before, where that was the bike that reignited it.
I literally felt a fire under my ass because of the MT10. And even if I get a new MT10 or if I get a different motorcycle, I can always have an appreciation for the 2019 MT10 specifically, because it was like, hey, it's not that motorcycles aren't hitting for you. You just don't own the right ones that get you really excited. And that changes. It'll change again. If I stick with the same bikes for long enough, that would change again. But it's really cool. So if you're out there riding and riding's not doing it for you, figure out any way you can do find some friends, try other motorcycles, because I really think there's a lot of power in you putting your butt and putting some seat time in on the right motorcycle for you at the right time. So
same thing, I went through the same thing with adventure bikes, and I'm 100%. Like, oh shit, I get it now.
Yeah, I mean, that's been really interesting because the guys, especially here on Live on Two Wheels, you guys have been able to watch Bo go from, adventure bikes seem, oh my God, adventure. I'm like, you have been fully changed as a motorcyclist once you've kind of discovered adventure bikes. Yeah. Which was the Pan Am trip you took, right? Like, that was what sparked everything. Yeah. Was adventure bikes even on your radar at that point?
I wanted to do a big cruiser touring bike and a dirt bike for fun. Yeah. That was it. And then I was just like...
then you went on that.
Like this. Smoosh. Now. Now, Keith.
Oh, my God.
And that's the baby they made.
Oh, well, that's awesome, man. We're all happy for you.
Right,
okay.
Let's go to Discord.
Wait, we have a Smort video.
Oh, we have a Smort video.
I thought I saw that. somewhere here. We got to go back to the original.
Do we have a Smort video?
Smort guide.
Yeah,
oh, God.
Oh,
okay.
No. All right, go for it. Hey, move it to the left.
Yeah, I'm pausing it so I can get it over.
That's good.
All right, guys, just to be clear.
Right, move it less to the left because you went too far.
Bo and I we didn't even know this existed 2 minutes ago. Okay, so we have a Smort Industries presents Smort TV.
Okay.
Let's all sit back and grab our popcorn and enjoy this one. The surprise of this makes me so happy. In association with Ghost, our spectral producer. Smort TV guide. Oh, God. There's nothing good on TV anymore. I look like I'm convinced. Have you checked out the Smort channel? You look like an infomercial guy. Rick and Smorty. Oh my God. I'm afraid I just looped myself. A Smort development.
You blew yourself.
Smorter things. Are you fucking serious, guys? Oh my God. With a Smort helmet.
The music is fucking
It's so good. Nickelodeon Smorts. Oh my God. The African Twin versus the Touareg going up the mountain. I love this. Game of... How did you guys find the fucking text for every one of these?
This is amazing.
This is so good.
Smorts and Recreation.
Smorts and Recreation! Yes! Oh my God! I love it! Oh my gosh. Smorts Creek! Yes! And I'm ramping the fucking house.
Nice.
Shout out to Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
This is great. It's always Smorty in Philadelphia.
I'd say that is the show that most kind of quantifies our shop.
I love this.
It's a shit show. Somehow we still stay alive.
The Smort Fist! Yes, and it's a Touareg dropping the chili. Oh my God!
That is not Kevin, but Smort Rider.
Smort Rider.
Touareg is not Kevin. Let's just be real.
Joe, look at the hair though.
That's amazing.
That Africa Twin, Smart Africa Twin will be terrifying. Breaking news: SmartCon 2022 in Nashville.
WFMZ TV 69 News.
Ghost on Two Wheels finally given a ruckus. Yes, it's you giving his ruckus, and we've got a big ghost icon. Oh my God!
That was beautiful. Oh, do we have more?
I'm not ever clicking away from a ghost video.
That laugh. I actually saw that episode because we were looking for it. It was the episode where you read. It was the first episode you were like, I will read anything, and you actually read that out loud, and I fucking love that.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Ghost, do we have? Do you make these public afterwards?
Did you post the thing from the challenge from
I did.
All right. Well, Moto Marvelous.
Oh God.
He is in the chat. He says, "Can we please talk about Chase's dance skills?"
Can we not? Can I? And I almost didn't
take this
post
opportunity.
I almost didn't post it. Do not give me.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to just put it out there that your wife was being nice to you when I was trying to tell you not to do it.
No, she told me it was adorable and that I was cute, and I appreciated that.
Trey, who is the nicest guy in the shop, Trey was really nice about it, but it gave you and me, who's about as subtle as a sledgehammer, told you to fucking don't.
I want to check this and see if you guys don't. We have to keep people updated. So if you guys don't know, over on Instagram, me and Moto Marvelous got this kind of challenge back and forth we got going on. So
your shit is fucking the dopest of dope. You're outclassing him. This is a super heavyweight going against a fucking featherweight.
So Moto Marvelous posted this Instagram reel of him basically changing helmets, jackets. He ripped shirts off and shit
to the tune of 50 cents candy shop.
To the tune of 50 cents candy shop, and he did such a good fucking job. And
then he challenged you.
And he on his story, he was like, try this one.
Here's the thing about a challenge, because if we had come up to Chase and said, hey, I got an idea, let's do this, and it didn't show up Moto's thing, right? You would have probably been like, I don't really feel like let's keep looking. But here's what, now you have the key to the castle, bud. Moto, all you have to do is challenge him.
I have a problem.
He is a double dog dare you okay kind of guy.
I feel like I'm a pretty mature guy until it becomes a challenge, and then suddenly everything is thrown out the fucking window.
Before we started here, this is the kind of sheer raw stubbornness that I both love and hate about you. Before we started, I was doing my little thing, trying to make my picks, and you were standing up, and I was like, hey, don't look at my thing. I'm not looking at it. Hey, could you just please sit down? And because I said, hey, sit down, you go. All it takes is opposition. He already has the next one.
Oh, God dang it.
Yep.
To be clear, we filmed that in an hour.
Nothing. I want to.
Trey helped, and we filmed it in an hour.
I had an idea.
I also want to be clear.
Trying to help you with ideas.
No, Moto Marvelous, we have to be clear. Please don't do it too hard, because
do it hard, and then now he knows that he doesn't need to rely on his own stuff.
Look, with the Instagram Reels and TikTok, I'm trying to do better about posting those because social media wants you to do those, and I'm actually having fun doing the ones with Moto Marvelous, but we've got so much content to make. I've only got an hour here and there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
it had nothing to do with fucking Whitey McWhiteface over there trying to dance.
I did not realize how bad I can dance until
she said it's adorable. She said it's adorable.
She did.
She said adorable. Not, damn, that's hot. It was like, oh, look at him. Got some moves. She said, oh.
Look,
he's
my wife
adorable.
loves me and gave me the confidence to post that and be happy about it.
Because the two of you are disgustingly cute together.
Thank you.
But she said, it's adorable. It's cute. And then you're like, well, I'm posting
She didn't
it.
say it's adorable. She said I'm adorable.
That's even funnier. Oh, god damn it.
Anyway, my wife gave me the confidence to post it and feel proud about it.
And I love her for it, and I'm glad you had the confidence to post it. So now everybody knows what you're capable of, and that you should have held back and taken. It should have been a team effort. That's all I'm
Okay,
saying.
so
Now you
the
know.
next one. Here's
Bro,
the thing.
you did it. He does
Whenever-
make a good point. You did it.
That's the point I got to.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? We went through this work. It's a challenge. I'm not going to redo it.
But that
I'm going to
means-
stand behind what I did.
But that means now we know he's gonna fucking.
If he comes at us again, which by all means do, I'm not rushing this next one.
No, it's
We're
a full
doing what
team.
we do.
It's a full team,
and we're making it like I'm going to pull my team off, and we're going to
Hey,
make
really
something.
quickly before we have to go.
Oh god, we need to run through Discord.
Yeah, we
real
run through
fast.
Discord. Sorry.
Okay. All right, we're gonna run through Discord really fast. Sorry, we got sidetracked. Motor Marvelous, how dare you? Okay. Is that a Busa with side bags?
Oh, hey.
I didn't think a Busa could get any bigger.
I saw a Ninja, what was it, Z14 with fucking side cases on it. It's hilarious.
Jesus. Check out the Hyper
Friggin'
Motard.
marked. Friggin' mark. Nice.
If I could just go back in time and get this, bro, right? I feel the same way. Yes.
That's hilarious.
This actually happened. This is a yeah.
That's fucking great.
Brian's like, what's up?
That's what Stream saw. That's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
Andrew.
Bro, Randrew, what's up? Bro, the old school Africa twin.
I love that. I love 80s aesthetic, dude.
Bro, I love the colors on that. I don't even, is that like a Kawasaki? It looks like a Suzuki. One of them. That's a great color. Oh, I saw Hawk posting all these Kawasaki's earlier, and also Hawk.
Whatever that is,
I may be serious about getting rid of my WR250.
Whatever that is, I want. The little red sled.
Oh my God. Lowered Grom?
Yeah. There's a guy on TikTok that has, that's all he does is
Do
like
you
lowered
think that
Grom
the
design.
audience would... Do you think we could get away with doing a lowered Grom WRG? Because that looks cool as shit.
I don't know, man. We'd have to put a poll up or something and see.
Yeah, we needed to...
I'd like to do a mini bike version of it. There's Go Home Raj.
Oh,
On the MT10.
there you go.
Nice.
See, Raj, stay like that until you get your multi-strap.
His second picture is my favorite. Keep going. Keep going.
Fair. Oh, he's got the... yes.
Yeah.
That's the exhaust I want on
wait
my
till you see him
MT10.
in dad mode, man. Look at that dad mode version.
Yes.
Nice.
So, see, me and Roger down the same thought process,
Yeah.
even though his bags look way better than mine.
He's got the Cortex, I think.
Yeah, those look way better than mine.
Quartering.
Look at that. Still doing riding it hard, too. Yeah, Raj needs to stick with the MT10. He's doing good there.
Yep. There's Hack.
Oh, my God. Okay. This is what happens. Oh, my God. Dick's Sporting Goods. Yes. Oh, my God. That's the C2W Empire in the future. I love it.
Ooh.
Whoa. What is that?
What in the Mad Max is that?
That is a Yamaha.
That's dope looking.
I don't know what that is.
Also, nice shot. That's a nice picture.
Yeah, that is a nice shot. I like the edit on that. Okay, Luke, you got a really cool bike. All right, dudes, we're a little late. That's totally fine. That was a good episode. That was fun. Let's do that again. Also, Motor Marvelous, please be nice to us.
Fucking bring it, dude.
No, we can't. All right, dudes, that was Live on Two Wheels. So we have an announcement for next week. Bo and I will be in South Dakota on Thursday at Live on Two Wheels time. Now, it is our plan to go live.
Yeah.
We have a contingency plan to do the live at a hotel, assuming we have good enough internet.
Yeah.
It won't be the full colors and everything, but we're going to plan on doing the best we can. If we're not live, we will post something on the community post and let you guys know the internet's too bad.
Yeah, the only reason it would be is because the internet's absolute shit. But if it's even halfway decent, we will be able to do it.
Yeah, we'll do a low quality stream.
Yeah,
I'm totally fine
100%.
with that. But we aren't able to really say if we're going to be able to go live.
If I have to break out a fucking GoPro, I will.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So, or we'll try to figure it out, and if we can't, we'll let you guys know.
Phaser 600. That's why it looked familiar. Let's say it's the platform. From the FC.
That's very cool.
Yeah, cool.
All right, guys. So we will hopefully see you next week. If we don't, we will be back with some fucking great stories the week after. So,
Two broken grown-ass men.
we will be two broken-ass, grown-ass men. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for tuning in if you're here live. If you are here, make sure to hit the like button over on the Live on Two Wheels channel. That's the one.
Leave us some comments
we need
over
all
there,
of
too.
you guys over. Yeah, everybody go over there, make your comments. That's the ones that will live on forever. All right, dudes. You guys go out there and ride safe. And Chase on Two Wheels has been Live on Two Wheels, and we'll see you on the next one.
That's my favorite way to end now.
Yeah, it's
that I forgot to do last time. So I'm going to give you a double one.